Most people in India spend more time researching a 15,000 phone than a 50 lakh car. And I understand why. The car buying process is designed to be overwhelming. The showroom, the salesperson, the financing desk, the accessories table. By the time you sit down to sign, you are exhausted and you just wanted to get it done. So, I've been on the other side of the table as well. 2 years inside the automobile industry, BMW, Jaguar Land Rover, and Hyundai. I know how the business works from the insides. And today, I wanted to give you something that I wish every customer had before walking into that showroom. The Insider's Playbook. My name is Lakh. A few years ago, I joined the automobile industry fresh out of my MBA in business analytics. I got to work with some of the most respected names in the country: BMW, Jaguar Land Rover, and Hyundai. My job put me in the intersection of business strategy and customer experience. I saw how pricing decisions were made, how dealerships structure their operations, what separates a great buying experience from a frustrating one. Then I left. I started my own used car business. That journey taught me even more about how this industry really works and where the gaps are. This channel is everything I learned from both the sides of the table. So, you can walk into any showroom in India and make a decision you are proud of 5 years later. Let us get into it. Number 1. The on-road price is the only number that matters. Take the BMW 330 Li M Sport variant of Take the BMW 330 Li, one of the top selling 3 Series variants in India right now. The ex-showroom is 60,60,000. Sounds straightforward. It is not. And add RTO charges of 6,06,000, insurance of 2,62,000, other mandatory costs of 60,600, and optional add-ons of another 1,17,000. Your actual on-road price is 71 lakhs. That is over 10 lakhs more than what was advertised. Almost 17% above the ex-showroom price. Here is what I learned inside. Almost everything below the ex-showroom price has flexibility built in, like insurance. You are legally allowed to buy it from any insurer you choose. The optional add-ons, negotiable. Extended warranty, ask for it to be included as a part of the deal. Okay, the smart move. Before any conversation begins, ask for a full on-road price breakup in writing, line by line. That one move changes the entire negotiation. Number 2. How to actually evaluate a pre-owned luxury car. Every BMW showroom has demo cars, the ones they use for test drives. When those cars are replaced with newer models, they go on sale as certified pre-owned, often at prices barely lower than the new. But most buyers do not realize those cars have been driven by hundreds of people. Hard acceleration, repeated cold starts, varied driving conditions. The odometer must say 3,000 kilometers, but the wear on the engine and drivetrain tells a different story. My advice: always ask for a complete service history of any pre-owned luxury car. Ask specifically, was this a demo unit? And get it independent third-party inspection before you commit. Not just the in-house certification. A good dealership will always welcome this. That willingness to be verified is itself a sign of trust. Number 3. The after-sales relationship matters more than the sale itself. Most buyers focus everything on purchase day. But here's the reality. For a luxury car, you are going to interact with the service center for the next 5 to 7 years. Inside the industry, we understood this clarity. After sales is where long-term value of a customer relationship is built for both the sides. So, when you are choosing a dealership, do not just evaluate the dealership. Visit the service center, talk to the service advisors, ask how long the average service appointment takes, ask what a standard 10,000 km service costs, and ask for the item-wise estimate. The dealerships that treat you well before the sale almost always treat you well after. The ones who pressure you early will pressure you later. Number 4. Allocation and timing. The two levers nobody tells you about. 2 things surprised me most when I joined the industry. First, allocation. BMW India distributes specific variants and specific colors to specific dealerships in specific quantities. If a dealer says variant is unavailable, that is sometimes true, but not always true across every dealer in your city. Always check 2 or 3 dealerships before accepting that a car simply does not exist. Second, timing. Every dealership in India runs on quarterly and annually targets in the last 6 to 8 weeks of any financial quarter, especially October to December. Dealers are actively working to close numbers. A prepared buyer with financing ready in that window has genuine leverage. Free accessories, extended warranties, better financing rates. I have seen many meaningful packages that put together just because the buyer knew to show up at the right time. This is not the trick. This is not the trick. It is just a understanding how the business works. Number 5. What actually separates a great dealership from an average one? I want to end with this because I think it is the most useful thing I can tell you. I worked with dealerships that were genuinely excellent, transparent, organized, customer first in a way that showed up in every interaction. And I worked with the others that were less so. So the difference was not always visible from outside. But the difference was not always visible from outside, but there were signals. The great ones had advisors who asked questions before making recommendations. They gave you time. They did not push extended warranty in the first 5 minutes. Their service center had a clear item-wise estimate process. No surprises. The average ones reversed all of them. Here is what I have learned. You can feel the difference within the first 20 minutes of any interaction. Trust that feeling. In a 71 lakh decision, your instinct about the person across the table is worth more than any discount they offer. The automobile industry in India is one of the most exciting spaces right now. EVs, new entrants, a used car market is growing faster than the new car sales. So there are so many happening that affects every decision you make as a buyer or as a business in this space. This channel is your insider's view into all of it. Not to criticize, not to sensationalize, but to give you the context that usually only comes from being inside the industry. If this video helped you, share it with someone who is planning to buy a car. They will walk into that showroom differently. And if you have questions about buying, about the industry, about anything you have been wondering, drop them in comments. I read every single one. Your questions become my next videos. Subscribe if you want more of this. See you next time.